Attention passionate Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news in a move that's been making waves across the NFL rumor mill. There's a heated buzz about the Seattle Seahawks potentially making a bold and strategic move in the upcoming offseason. The focal point: a hypothetical trade involving Vita Vea, the dominant defensive tackle from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, Vea. That's a big name, a real game changer on the defensive line, and if the Seahawks manage to land someone of his caliber, it could reshape our entire front seven for years to come. But let's take a deep dive into what this could mean, why it's being talked about now, and how it aligns with what Seattle needs right now. First, let's just appreciate who Vita Vea is and what he brings to the table. This guy is a run-stuffing beast, a true wall in the middle of the defensive line. At 6'4" and around 340 pounds, Vea is built like a mountain, and he plays with the ferocity of a volcano about to erupt. In 2025, he's been nothing short of incredible. His Pro Football Focus grade sits at an eye-popping 92.8, which is elite territory. He's accumulated 7 sacks, 52 tackles, and 10 tackles for loss in just 11 games, numbers that speak volumes about his disruptive presence. And if you look at the advanced stats, Vea's interior pressure percentage is around 1%, and his EPA per stop versus the run is a remarkable plus 0.46, making him one of the most effective run defenders in the league. He's also consistently winning duels against double teams, with an 80% success rate on double teams at 30 years old, which is rare for a defensive lineman in his prime. His career stats are impressive: 45 sacks, over 300 tackles, and 5 Pro Bowls to his name. But what really makes him stand out is his ability to anchor the run defense in the red zone. His presence alone often forces offenses to rethink their game plan. Vea's ability to pressure the quarterback, averaging around 6.1 QB hits per game, also helps open up opportunities for blitzes and other pass rush schemes. He's a cornerstone, a true interior disruptor who can change the course of a game just with his presence. Now, why would the Seahawks be interested in Vea? Well, Seattle's interior defensive line has shown flashes of talent, but consistency has been an issue. The team has struggled at times to generate enough interior pressure, leading to opponents finding more success in the run game and extending drives. Adding a player like Vea could be the piece that turns that around. His addition would not only boost our run defense, currently giving up around 4.2 yards per carry, but would also amplify the pass rush, especially alongside our other pass rushers like Jones. His pressure inside would complement and elevate our entire front seven, creating chaos for offenses and giving our secondary more opportunities to make plays. From a strategic perspective, this move makes sense for the Seahawks. With the team's focus on building a balanced, dominant defense, acquiring someone like Vea fits perfectly into that blueprint. His contract situation with the Bucs is also intriguing. Tampa Bay, sitting at 6'6" with a cap hit of around $15 million, might be willing to sacrifice Vea for the right price, especially if they're looking to rebuild or focus on younger players. The rumored trade might involve a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick in the 2026 draft, coming after November 2025. That's a significant investment, but one that could pay off huge if Vea continues to perform at this level into his prime. Interestingly, the Bucs are apparently trying to inject some youth into their roster, possibly focusing on their quarterback situation with Mayfield, which might open the door for a trade like this. For Seattle, this is a golden opportunity. Our team needs an anchor on the interior D-line, and Vea could be that guy, someone who can bring pressure, clog running lanes, and set the tone for the entire defense. Looking at the bigger picture, if Vea joins the Seahawks, the impact could be immediate. Our run defense could improve from around 4.2 yards per carry down to roughly 3.5, making life much tougher for opponents trying to run on us. His pressure inside would also help our pass rush, adding to Jones and others, and could result in a significant increase in sacks and quarterback hits. This kind of interior disruption is exactly what Seattle needs to elevate its defense and make a real push toward the playoffs. And let's not forget the psychological impact. Bringing in a player of V's caliber sends a message to the rest of the league. Seattle is serious about contending, about building a defense that strikes fear into opponents. His presence could energize the entire team, motivate our young defensive linemen, and inspire confidence among the secondary and linebacker core. It's all about creating that winning culture, and adding a player like V, who's proven he can dominate at the highest level, is a bold step in that direction. Now, I know some fans might be questioning whether it's worth giving up a couple of draft picks for a player who's already in his prime. But this isn't just about one season. It's about setting the foundation for sustained success. V's ability to produce double-digit sacks, tackle efficiently, and control the line of scrimmage could be the catalyst for a Seahawks defense that's been good but not yet great. With V anchoring the middle, we could see a transformation in our entire defensive scheme, allowing our linebackers to play more freely and our secondary to take more risks knowing the interior is locked down. Furthermore, this trade could open up more possibilities for our defense to be versatile. V's ability to collapse the pocket from the inside would give us more options in pass rush schemes, and his run-stopping ability would make us more formidable against power-running teams. Plus, at his age, he's still in his prime, which means he could be a Seahawk for at least the next 3 to 4 seasons, providing stability and leadership on that defensive front. Of course, there's always some risk involved in trading draft capital, but considering the Seahawks' recent drafts and roster development, this kind of move could accelerate the team's competitiveness. It's about making bold decisions when the opportunity presents itself, especially when it could mean a division title or a deep playoff run. The NFC West has been fiercely competitive, with the 49ers, Rams, and Cardinals all trying to carve out their own dominance, but a move like this could give Seattle that extra edge, a game changer that propels us into serious Super Bowl contention. As fans, we've seen how a single player can shift the momentum. Think of how Jamal Adams or Quandre Diggs has transformed our defense when healthy. V has that same potential, only on a scale that could make him the centerpiece of our defensive rebuild. His ability to disrupt passing lanes, stuff the run, and command double teams makes him a truly special player, one who could redefine what it means to have a dominant interior defensive line in Seattle. The other aspect to consider is the locker room chemistry. V's leadership and work ethic are well respected across the league. Bringing in a veteran who's been to the playoffs multiple times and has a reputation for pushing himself and his teammates could elevate our entire team culture. It's about creating that winning environment, that relentless pursuit of excellence that we, as Seahawks fans, know well and cherish. Looking ahead, if the Seahawks pull off this move, it would send shockwaves through the NFC West and the entire NFC. Our defense would become more aggressive, more intimidating, and more capable of shutting down some of the best offenses in the league. And with the offensive side of the ball already showing promise, especially if our young weapons continue to develop, the sky's the limit for this team. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Geno Smith, and if our defense can consistently get stops and pressure quarterbacks like V would, we might just be talking about a serious Super Bowl contender. So, Seahawks fans, it's all about dreaming big, believing in the process, and understanding that sometimes you have to make bold moves to reach the summit. V could be that move, an anchor on our defensive line that brings not just talent, but leadership, experience, and that fierce competitive edge. It's an exciting time to be a Seahawks fan, and whether this trade becomes a reality or not, it's clear that the team is thinking seriously about how to build a roster that can contend for championships for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now I want to hear your thoughts, Seahawks fans. What do you think about the possibility of bringing V to Seattle? Is he the missing piece that could unlock our full potential? Or do you think we should focus on other areas in the draft or free agency? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Your voice matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep pushing toward that Super Bowl dream. Go Hawks!